Omari Hardwick is coming back as Ghost.
But
let's see how we got here. Take a look at what he had to say on the Pivot podcast a couple of months ago.
In your career, you still weren't making money where you were taking loans?
On Power, I never got that. And the end of it, never, right? Never.
Oh, 20 racks. Time now. Jamie St. Patrick.
How much do you think I made a week? An episode?
I would think 20. Angela Bassett makes $250 on 911. She's the highest paid.
She makes $250 a week?
So you had to at least $150.
No, then you got it right. First time I've ever disclosed it. But I was also the face of the network.
Right.
Angela's not the face of that network. She's one of the greatest actresses that will grace the planet, but she's not the face of that network. It's metrics. When we go to renegotiate contracts as athletes, what do you, Fred and Channing, do? You go, coach, this many sacks, this many tackles, this much, this many. I got my yak yardage is this. Fred, we're not talking yak yardage. No, we are. Right. We are talking yak yardage, because there's that too. Right. I sustain after getting hit 5 times. I usually give you 3 more yards after being hit 5 times. 1, 5. Mm-hmm. I'm a football cat, Ryan. Metrics speak. You know why I like sports? Because sports is about X's and O's. There is no objective. No, you either make the play or you ride the bench.
Straight up. No subjectivity to it.
No. That's it. So it's that person who's an activist and a poet who is full of grace and mercy to absolutely be like, Stars, I'm still super humble. 50 and Courtney, I'll thank you forever. But all of them know he didn't really make no money.
Wow. And to add to that, Moochie, this is the last time we've seen this man alive. Looking like Jamie Foxx in I Fall for Your Love, or whatever that song was. And this is what the report I read said. This is coming to you from Rolling Out and The Revolt. Omari Hardwick indeed making a return to the Power series on Star, reprising his iconic role as James Ghost St. Patrick. The news has excited fans who have been eagerly awaiting his comeback since his character's dramatic exit at the end of the original series. According to reports, Hardwick's return is facilitated by an agreement that met his terms for the right storyline and compensation. The character's comeback is expected to add significant excitement and depth to the ongoing Power universe, which includes several successful spinoffs like Power Book 2 Ghost and Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. This return not only revitalizes the character's legacy, but also aligns with what fans' expectations and the narrative arc being explored in the current spinoffs would do. So the only question we got for you, Conspiracy Moochie, is since they cutting off Tariq abruptly, which tells me that they already got this deal really hammered out with Omari. The fact that they cutting this show off this year tells me that they already probably done filmed some stuff with Omari. Where is he going to get back into the series?
I think he's going to save his son. I've been saying this. People been doubting me. They told me to give up the ghosts. Give up the ghosts. Give up the ghost, Moochie. Give up the ghost. But now, last week when I did the other trailer breakdown, I said it again, and they still was telling me to give it up. Let it rest, Moochie. But now I want y'all to say that I was right.
now, Moochie. If a lie was told, they told it. If a lie was told, they told it right there. How do you feel about the reprising of Ghost in the Power universe, Monique Nicole? I know how you feel about Omari Hardwick.
Oh yes, that's my man. No, I have backed Moochie up on this. This is what solidified it for me. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It was roughly probably 2 years ago. Omari did an interview, and he revealed that they came back to him and asked him to come back.
Several times.
Once he told me that, I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. They just had to negotiate the money because the money was really the deciding factor for him. So once I knew that the actor, Omari Hardwick, was open to returning and that Starz actually asked him to return, I said to myself, you know, Monique, it may not happen this year, it may not happen next year, but it's only a matter of time before it happens. And so I'm not surprised by this news. What I am surprised is that they're revealing it. I think this takes away from the
element of surprise.
I think this takes away from the jaw-dropping moment that we would have if and when he does return. I am very shocked that they're leaking this out.
I disagree, boo.
I'm a little, I don't know. I just think
I disagree.
It's away from it.
They're gonna make you watch from the moment that drops at midnight. Watch how the numbers be, y'all, because everybody's gonna be wondering what episode he's going to come.
Yeah.
So now you got everybody on board, especially the people that kept saying that he was coming back. So the numbers is gonna go up.
And plus,
he's already saying, I am the face of this network. The face is back. 50 made it possible. They went to New Orleans. They got him he said, pay me my money. Remember that hashtag was going around? Pay him what he's worth. And now that he's getting it.
Plus, Momo, since he died, there has been so much ongoing talk about if he's coming back, if he's not. There's probably still people that's not going to believe it till it happens, and they'll say, because there have been false reports made up on less reputable places than Revolt, saying that he was going to come back. And of course, people was easy to whap that down and say that it's not real. And at the end of the day, I remember when he did an interview and they was talking about how much Mary J. Blige was getting paid. She was getting paid like $180 an episode, something stupid,
crazy,
something crazy like that. So he's got to be sitting back like, I'm the face of the franchise.
Well, yeah.
I started this thing, and y'all couldn't bring me in for a little. I would love to know what he was getting, but anyway, I'll kick it to you, Larry. What do you think about
it? I think it's a bad business move. I wouldn't do it if I was them. I mean, once you open that box and you start saying, okay, I don't know what he's getting paid, but it's not going to be long before it's out there. I'm sure the agents of these other artists already know. And if he's coming back and he's making $253,000, $400,000 an episode, it's only a matter of time before the other actors are like, you have to pay us more. We're not going to do this for 100, 150, 180, whatever they're getting paid now. If he's getting paid that much, you're going to have to pay us too. We all know this is a big franchise. It's a whole universe, as they say. And the universe collapses if you don't have the stars in it. So I mean, you have the people over there and on the Book of Canaan side, they're gonna have to pay what's his name, the dude that plays Tommy, because really, to be honest with you, if you bring Ghost and you don't have Tommy, I mean, Ghost, one of the reasons why Ghost's character was so dynamic is because he had a polar opposite in Tommy. And if you don't have him in there, his character it may still be entertaining, but it's not going to be quite what it was. And if I'm Tommy, I'm be like, you're paying dude that much, you got to pay me too. So from a business side, I think I would have passed. I would have said, okay, I get it. Maybe we should have done you better, but I'm not bringing you back at those prices. I'm not doing it.
So Larry, I'll let Moochie go after I say this. I feel like they think Omari Hardwick is going to bring the Caitlin Collins effect. A high tide rises all boats. So I'm thinking that they're going to bank on people that left Power is going to come back. That's going to get them more subscribers, help pay his salary, and then therefore help pay other people's salary. What say you, Moochie?
Who's to say that Joe Sequoia is not getting a good salary?
Well, that's not what Larry's saying.
No, I'm asking though, because he does have his own series, and in the future, if they do that, you know how some of them all be on one accord, all of the cast members. Something like that might happen.
So here's the thing, Mooch, and I don't know what their contracts look like, but since Omari Hardwick was using sports as an analogy, there are contracts in sports that say I have to be like this. Say this particular athlete, I have to be the second or third highest paid player in the league, or I have to be within a certain percentage of the highest paid athlete in the league at any given time. So if somebody, I think Michael Jordan had a contract that was something like he had to be like within a certain percentage of the. So anytime somebody came out with some ridiculous high contract, his salary automatically went up. It was just it's the way his contract was built in. So if you have if you have an escalation contract, clause in your contract that says I have to be the second highest paid actor on this show, and he comes back, maybe you're Mary J. Blige and you're making $400,000 an episode, and he comes back and he's making $600,000 an episode. Well, your salary has to go up. If you
Mary about to die, Larry, her salary.
Yeah, that's what I think too. That's why they
going away.
That was my next title, man. You got me. Because I was like, come on, man, she's making $400,000. Everybody's complaining about her. And don't get me wrong, I love Mary J. Blige, but everybody else is complaining about her acting. And this one has been trained, and he's trained in his craft. So they're gonna pay him his worth now, and I think they realize the error in their ways.
But but like he was trying to say it's about X's and O's, and that's why he likes sports. But it's not like that in acting. It's not like that with there because yes, Mary J. Blige may not be a formally trained actor like he is, but she's still a big name and a big draw because of who she is. That's one reason why where producers go and they find these singers and rappers and other folks and bring them in, because they bring in a fan base with them. They bring that name in already. And so
it don't mean it's right. Don't mean it's right.
But that's what they do. Otherwise, you honestly think they couldn't find a better actor to play whatever role that Method Man is playing? It's not that Method Man is a bad actor, but they could have found somebody else to play what Method Man does, or what Redman's character is, or what Mary J. Blige. They brought those people in because they already have names and fan bases built in.
Okay.
Mo, what you got? You get last dibs on this. I agree with Moochie and Larry. This is one of those situations where you got.
I agree with some of what Larry's saying also too. But I just try to show you like there's a other side to it.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all's perspectives. Honestly, how do I say this? I feel like bringing him back is a great move. I think it's a great move for the network. It's going to be lucrative. I think they saw the error in their ways. They're going to pay him what he's worth. And I'm sorry, the numbers are going to be astronomical. Are you kidding me? Like, it's going to be successful. Now, my only fear is like, can they recreate greatness? Is it going to be as good as the OG? That's where my concerns come in. But I think bringing him back is a great move. It's been how many years now? 2-3 years that he's been dead on the show, and we're still talking about it. We're still having debates about it. I just think, as much as we love the spinoffs, nothing, to me, as a day one fan of the franchise, nothing can replace Omari Hardwick character goes. And I just think bringing him back would be excellent. Now they have to do it right. That's another topic as far as storyline, writing, plot. That's another topic for another day. But I think it's a good move though.
I want to say just one last thing, Lamont. I want to say I am happy that this man is in a current time in Hollywood where he was able to leave this show, go make movies, and make a good amount of money. So he was not locked in to a job that didn't pay him what he was worth. Because in the past with black actors, they were fantastic. They were making other people tons of money, but because they didn't have the options, they were stuck where they were. And because now we're in a place where there are more jobs, there's more places for him to go. He was able to leave and make those movies that he made and make a good living. So he had a place to go. He was able to negotiate from a position of power and say, hey, I'm worth more. Other people have seen my worth. And if you don't want to pay me, it's all good. I have other jobs to go to. And so I'm happy that we're in a place like that now, where it's not as great as it is if you're a white actor. White actors can go and do all kinds of stuff. You see these kids, that are on these CW shows, and they leave the show and they can go and work anywhere else. These kids that are on Ghost Power Book 2, Maybe they'll have those options. I don't know. We'll have to see when the show ends and where they end up. But I'm glad,
Larry. Hopefully they'll have them options with me as I'm over here brewing some stuff myself that I'm going to be giving some black folks some options. I hope.
there you go.
Damn it, I
Hey,
hope.
come on.
You know, I
There you
hope,
go.
You know, so but yeah, I'm with all of you guys' comments. I think it will be initially good for the network. And Mo, to your point, and to some of the fans' point, he said in his statement, the pay got to be good and the story. So I think you good on the story because he wouldn't come back to some lackluster story.
He takes so much pride in the script, in the writing, in the details, and we would definitely need Courtney Kemp to come back for this.
I'll tell you what, if they
I
get the
don't
story
think
wrong, it's going to kill the franchise. If they bring him back and it doesn't work, it can kill the franchise.
I think if they do it right and if it's executed right and they show everything from how he disappeared when he gets, you know what? Let me keep this to myself because I get mice in the corner.
I'm just saying, if they bring him back and it doesn't hit,
I'm just going. Lamont know why. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
I agree.
I'm just saying, if they bring him back and it doesn't hit, people are going to say, "Oh, Powers jumped the shark," and it's going to kill everything. It will change the collective attitude about the shows, and it will kill the whole franchise. So they need to get it right.
I don't think jump the shark, Larry. I think about.
I don't think he would come back. I don't think he would come back unless the script fit.
I don't think he would.
I don't think either. I think he read that script and then was like, sign on the dotted line.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little suspicious of this article.
Why? Who's it from?
I'm gonna do my own digging. I don't know. I just
it was from Revolt and Rolling Out.
Look, that might be to take. Look, let's use this story to take the heat off of.
I
mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really care if he comes back or not, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought he was fine. I liked the original show. But out of all of the other powers, the one Power Book 2, Ghost is probably my favorite out of the other ones. Maybe it's the whole university setting, whatever. But I like that one the best. I don't really think they need him again. Maybe they do, but I don't think they need him. I like that show. It's filled with a bunch of pretty black people. It's entertaining. It does what it's supposed to do.
Tell you what, Larry, a cake don't need icing, but that icing sure enough help it.
Are they gonna bring Angela back too? Are they gonna have faked her death?
Stop.
They're gonna say they faked her death and put her on witness protection and bring her back?
Nah, they can't do that with her.
They can do anything. It's TV.
It is.